Ja, hallo liebe Royaltie-Fans und User, hier ist wieder Edgar Sonnenfroh. Heute mit ein paar News, die uns Justin direkt aus dem Center von Royalty über dem Teich gegeben hat. Es gibt nämlich wieder hochinteressante weitere Verbesserungen. Unter anderem wird die Upline-App zukünftig bedeutet schon, gegebenenfalls ab dieser Woche in einer multilingualen Schrift versehen sein. Das bedeutet, wir werden dieses Tool auch in deutscher Sprache jetzt bedienen können. Unter anderem gibt es ein Thema Leads-Generierung auf eure Landingpage. Auch da wird man selektiv vorgehen können. Aber ich möchte euch nicht davon abhalten, jetzt einmal Justin und Cheryl zuzuhören. Viel Spaß!
Hey, welcome everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're live. Please feel free to put in the comments section who you are and where you're from so that we can say hello. Make sure that you're sharing this video out as well, getting everyone that you know on here. We have our founder with us, Mr. Justin Belobaba. He's going to kind of fill everybody in on what's going on, some new updates, and we'll also be answering any questions that you might have. Before I introduce them, I just want to say good morning to a few. Hey, Olivier, good morning. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Tony. Hey, Nightingale, how are you? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. See a few more people popping on. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Hey, you guys, if you are not in the Royalty Affiliate private group on Facebook, make sure that you come on over and join us. We would love to have you. You'll find out all the updates, when our trainings are, and things like that inside of that group. We also have a webinar, an opportunity webinar, Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to have a special guest with us there. So I'll kind of go over the overview, and we'll have our founder, Justin Belobaba, there with us so that he can answer any questions your guests might have. I think that's super awesome. So make sure that you are inviting and spreading the word. Good morning once again, everybody. I see the comments there. Thanks for being here. With all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our founder, Justin Belobaba. Thanks, Justin.
Thanks, Cheryl. Morning, everybody. Great to be back for our regular Tuesday, Thursday, 11 a.m. Webinar, which has turned into a Facebook Live every Tuesday, Thursday, 11, which is awesome. As always, and for those of you who are new to these webinars, welcome. I'm going to start with a few announcements, but really this is about you having the opportunity to ask anything you want. So please do that. You can just write it in the chat, and I will answer every single one of your questions. So don't be shy. So let's get to it. I think a lot of you may have noticed that in the last couple of days, your ads said under review, and you hadn't made any change, and so you wrote into support and said, why is my ad under review? Ignore that, okay? We're making some changes to our back end to accommodate the analytics that we are going to be rolling out at the end of the month. So as a result, some ads said under review when they were still running. So your ads were still running the whole time, and you should see them restored to normal kind of like active status, but they always were active. So ignore that. Just some behind the scenes changes that we're doing. A number of you reached out to support, and that's great. We love to hear from you. And just a word about support. If you're not aware, we are now a 7-day-a-week company, so we provide email support 7 days a week. We also provide live video support instantly, Monday to Friday during business hours. So the way that works is, as always, send your email into support@royaltie.com, and we will send you either we solve your issue quickly and easily with an email back, or if we can't solve it with one email back, we will send you a link. You click the link and it'll open up a live Zoom video conference with our awesome support team. And I know people are taking advantage of that and love that. So anything you need, reach out. We're here to help. However you'd like to use us. So I want to mention that. We promised that we would roll out the contacts feature in the new Upline Ads app. We did that last week and then over the weekend. So if you don't have the latest version of the Upline Ads app, please go get it from Google Play or the App Store. It has that contacts feature added, and that's really important because when you generate leads from your landing pages, you can get a push notification that a new lead came in, and then you can instantly see that lead in the contact section of your app, also on desktop as always, but that having contacts visible on the mobile app is a new feature that we added as promised over the last few days. Lots of things coming this week. Our plan is to roll out multilingual apps, mobile apps. So that is French, Spanish, German, Korean. The first 4 languages that we're doing. We anticipate being able to launch all of those this week. Big feature that we've been excited to release is, of course, creating ads on desktop. That is planned. It's planned for this week. I will tell you that it is possible that it becomes like a Monday release. Generally, we don't like to release things on Fridays, like big new features, because we don't have our full technology team available. So realistically, if we don't release it on Thursday, then we're going to wait till Monday. Because if we release something on Friday and something goes wrong, then we don't have all of our developers available to fix it over the weekend. So we generally don't release things on Friday. So either it'll be Thursday or Monday. So we might lose a day, which is, believe me, more frustrating for us than it is for you. But I apologize for if there is that delay. I don't know for sure. We're still targeting Thursday, but it might be Monday for desktop ads. That is being able to build an ad on desktop. We are then going to release our new customer onboarding process, where a new customer goes straight from ordering to creating their ad and creating their landing page all in one very, very smooth process. That's huge. We remain on track to release that middle of the month. Included with that is going to be just a cool surprise. Okay, for all of our affiliates out there, you will. Through this new onboarding, we're going to have a new royaltie.com homepage, and it's going to, I believe, fundamentally change the way that we sell this product. So the benefit is for new customers, but it's also going to have a hugely positive impact on the way that we sell the product. So look for that middle of the month, which is only now 10 days away roughly. After that, we are releasing analytics. As I said, so that's still on track for probably around the 20th, 22nd or so. We're going to look to release that. The monthly leads guarantee. So we have now received like hundreds of leads that we want to start to share with all of you. We're going to be delivering these through your Upline landing pages, right? Through the landing pages that you build through us. So we need to add like an industry selector on the landing page. We haven't done that yet. We are still planning on doing that this week. So as soon as that happens, you can go into your landing pages, pick your industry, and then we'll be able to start pushing those additional leads into your landing pages, which will go into your contact section. So that's still on track. Hopefully we'll launch that this week, but again, if it's not Thursday, then it'll be Monday. And let's see. I think that's about it. We are still very much looking forward to our conference in Atlanta. We're now north of, I think, 450 registrations. Remember that March 15th is the end of the contest, where top 3 affiliates in personal sales will get a $500 travel voucher. We'll also enter everybody's name who's made a personal sale into a draw for our grand prize trip for 2, airfare, 4 seasons, accommodations. So that's going to be, that contest ends March 15th. So remember that. And of course, Atlanta is going to be where we launch that new, incredibly exciting feature that we are being very, very tight-lipped about. But trust me, this is, you know, one of the coolest features that we've ever released. So that we're going to announce that April 13th in Atlanta. Hope to see you there. And with that, that was a ton of information. Now I would love to answer all of your questions, so please fire away.
Hey, thanks, Justin. Can a client use a pre-existing landing page from elsewhere and use it with the gem?
Yeah, you can, of course. So you can use basically any website that you want. So when someone clicks on your ad, you can take them to any website, as long as that website complies with, you know, law and advertising guidelines. So yes, feel free. If you want to send people to your Facebook page, you can do that. If you have a website already and you want to send them there, go ahead and do that. There are good reasons to use the landing pages that are available to you in our system. First of all, you can build an unlimited number of them at no additional cost. Second of all, you know, we're going to be rolling out analytics associated with the landing pages. If you use our landing pages, we will be able to add additional leads into your, you know, like through the landing page into your contacts. So you can take advantage of that, you know, guaranteed leads service that we provide. In the future, a lot of what we do, a lot of the additional services that we offer are going to be, you know, integrated with our landing pages, like remarketing, content marketing, things like that. So yes, you're free to use any third-party website that you want, but we recommend our own landing pages because they're great, and because in the future they're going to become more and more and more valuable as we continue to add more services.
Hey, thanks, Justin. People are asking about when they will be able to target different demographics.
Yeah, so we're targeting that targeting feature for April. So the plan, like the product roadmap that we have is desktop ads, followed by onboarding, followed by analytics. That's this month. Then we launch our, you know, surprise, special, secret, you know, awesome feature that I'm not allowed to talk about. We're doing that on April 13th. After that, the rest of April is going to be, you know, the current plan at least is enhanced targeting of your ads and getting to work on the all-important ad library, which we've talked about before, but that's going to allow you to store ads and share ads, and you know, it's going to allow us to put proven ads for your industry into you know, into your back office that you can use. It's going to allow us to roll out, you know, the remarketing feature that we have planned. It's gonna allow for a ton of you know, a ton of additional features. Anyway, targeting and ad library is kind of second half of April. That's the current plan.
For the landing pages, when we get a new lead, when will we know what landing page it came from?
Yeah, so we're going to indicate that. We're going to indicate on the lead which landing page they came from. That is something that we're going to add this month. So the first thing we wanted to do was actually put, you know, give you access to your leads in your app. The next enhancement on that is going to be indicating where that lead came from. It's, you know, it's an easy feature. It's scheduled. It's going to happen in the next, you know, couple of weeks.
This is from Nightingale. Do newly created landing pages immediately go live, or do we have the option for file as pending while we work on them?
They go live when you save it. I think it's at the button says save and publish.
Right.
But just don't tell anyone about it, right? Like if you don't want people to know, I would just keep it to myself. Or if you want to really keep it under wraps, then just like name it something, completely arbitrary, right? Like put it under some other name, and then when you're ready to push it live, give it the name that you want, and publish it. But as long as you don't tell anyone, I don't think anyone's gonna stumble on your half-done landing page.
Question: should we use the same URL line in our landing page on the About Me page?
Yeah, I would. Why not? It's your website, right? Like that's what we really want, all of our customers to embrace these landing pages as like, for the first time, I'm not using an affiliate link, or I'm not just like, taking up a little bit of space on my real estate brokerage's site. This is my site. And no matter, where I go, no matter what I do, I'm going to keep this site and I'm going to build my brand. I'm going to, use this site to market myself as a professional.
This is when we are in the ads application to share landing pages, how can we send a landing page at once to the complete list of contacts that are in the ads application?
You can't do that now.
If it's not possible, do you know when, or will it be?
Look, that gets into more of like marketing automation conversation, right? Like, mass text marketing, mass email. So I think that decision goes beyond, I just want to share my landing page. It's more of like, what features do we want to offer to allow, like you're building your list inside our system. It does make sense that we also enable ongoing marketing to that list of people. And I think it's part of that conversation.
I think Terry might have missed the beginning here. He says, what was the issue with Google yesterday that caused our ads to be down, and how often will this occur?
Yeah, that wasn't an issue with Google. That was us making some changes to our back end to accommodate analytics later this month. And so your ad said under review when it really wasn't. They were active, they're still active, they were never not active. The status changed in our system, but again, nothing to worry about. It was entirely just like a back-end system upgrade. And we didn't, it was sort of like an unintended consequence of what we were doing, that it did change the status, but it had no actual impact in the real world.
When do you foresee the flexibility to be able to design a landing page with eliminating the small logo and the subscribe button at the very top?
I anticipate that in, I'd say probably the next 30 to 60 days. We've had a number of requests. For example, like, do I have to have like that big hero image at the top? Why can't I just have a video at the top? Good point. So there's, 100 minor enhancements that we want to make to our landing pages. Changing the color of your font, changing the size of your font, changing the background color. I could go on. So we will continue to make those small enhancements. I mean, we make enhancements that you probably don't notice, every day. So we will continue to make minor enhancements, and probably 90% of them you're not going to notice because you never cared about the issue in the first place, but somebody else did. So that's on the list of things that we are, continuing to tweak and, every day.
When someone contacts you through the contact page on your landing page, where does it go?
It goes into the contact section on desktop or on your Upline Ads mobile app. And as long as you haven't disabled push notifications, you'll get a notification on your phone that says you have a new lead. We're also going to, to make sure that things don't get lost or slip through the cracks, we're also going to enable an automatic email that also will alert you when a new lead comes in. That should be this week or next week that we add the email to let you know about a new lead.
Laura's asking, does that include white labels? I think when we were talking about the leads, that question was asked. People being able to get leads through white labels.
Yeah. Every customer.
Will you provide a general list of the industries that our leads will come from?
Yes. Yeah, you'll pick. Like you'll pick your industry from like a list. If the list isn't perfect, because nothing is perfect the first time you do it, don't worry. Email support and say, please add whatever industry that you think we've overlooked. Okay. And we'll do our best. I mean, obviously, the more granular you get, the fewer leads you will get. Right. So I don't know if I think that you get more leads if you say, realtor versus, like residential rentals, for example, right? Like broader will get you more action than something very, very specific. So we're trying to find the balance between, like getting you as many leads as possible versus it being too broad. And so, we're going to put out our initial list of industries, and I am sure you will have feedback for us, and we will look forward to hearing what that feedback is.
Can we get the video segregated from YouTube and Vimeo? Do we have to upload a link, or is it possible to just upload the video directly in the future?
What are we doing right now? Link? Yeah.
Yeah, link.
Yeah.
YouTube or Vimeo.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible to upload directly the video in the future?
It's possible. So I would want to understand why that's better than a Vimeo link and why we should invest a bunch of resource in that. Like, again, software, the answer is always, it's possible. It's a question of where does it fit in, amongst other priorities in terms of adding value, the most value to the most customers.
Right on. Seeing if you followed up. Yeah. Okay. Is there going to be a possibility to add Google Analytics to a landing page?
Yes. That is not only possible, that is exactly what will happen in the month of March.
Okay. What happened? Why is my ad staying under review when I'm just moving the pin?
It shouldn't. It should update like within seconds or minutes. So if that is happening, please tell us. There may be something else going on with your ad. So let us know, okay? Because that shouldn't happen. When you change if all you do is change the ad's location, it should just update in basically real time.
Will the landing pages we make from desktop be editable on mobile from within the app?
I don't think so. I really don't see a lot of value in enabling editing of your landing page on mobile. Convenience, sure, it's convenient, but that's about it. And compared to other features that we could be working on, that convenience is not convincing to me. Like, the landing pages that we've enabled are so much more feature rich and more they look great, and that's directly because of the capabilities that we have on desktop that you don't have on mobile. So I don't believe that a landing page is something that you need to be editing while you're like on the bus or whatever. Like I don't look at like royaltie.com. We change our website every 3 months, right? Like these are not things that really need to be edited on the fly. right? Like I think you can get home, get to a desk, go to a coffee shop, open your laptop, and you can just change your landing page. I'm not convinced that it's worth it for us to invest a ton of resource in that the convenience of editing your landing page from your mobile app. Like we had it before, and now that we have such a great landing page tool, I don't know. I mean, I'd have to do a complete 180, which is possible, but I don't really see the value, to be honest.
The next question is, will 5G affect our pins?
No.
How do you know that a potential client has expressed interest in your ad? How do you view their contact information? It's in the contact section of your app or at royaltie.com.
Yeah, and I think that's something that gets overlooked, right? Like I see a lot of people, not a lot, I see some people like emailing into support and saying, I set up my ad, I'm getting tons of impressions, I'm getting tons of clicks, but like I'm not getting a lot of sales. And when we look into it, what we see is almost always, okay, the person has just put in their like affiliate link to whatever thing that they're promoting. And that's, in my opinion, that is a very, very poor strategy, because let's face it, we as consumers do not typically buy the first time that we're exposed to a product. Like we need to be exposed multiple times. And so, expecting, I pop my affiliate link in there and I'm just going to be overrun with sales. That's, to me, that's an unrealistic expectation. What I strongly encourage you to do is to use one of our landing pages, capture the lead, right? Like capture that person's contact information, and then follow up with that person and initiate like a real conversation, whether that's over email or phone or whatever. But that is how, that's how you can actually, close business, is not by popping an affiliate link in there and expecting, your sales to just start rolling in. That doesn't really work, right? And experienced salespeople will tell you that. Build your list, right? Build your list, market to your list, follow up. What's that expression, Cheryl? The fortune's in the follow up, right? You always say that. And that's 100% true. Okay, so use our landing pages. You add a capture, like a contact form, a capture form. Like anyone who's built a landing page that doesn't have a contact form, you've made a mistake. Like you got to do that. You got to capture the lead, because when you capture it, that's when you're in a position to market to that customer or to that prospect, and over time turn them into a customer. Okay, so use our landing pages, add a contact form. When you get a new lead, they'll go into your contact section. You'll get an email, you'll get a pop-up on your phone. Then you can begin to market to that lead. All right.
Thanks.
Rant over.
Joyce is saying the upload the video because YouTube and Vimeo has video libraries that appear at the end of your link. So Joyce, I was letting them know.
Yeah.
That's her take. If we have a landing page attached to an ad and we change said landing page, do we need to have the ad approved again?
No.
If we have multiple active ads and landing pages, do we need multiple gems, or can the impressions from a single gem apply to multiple active ads and landing pages?
Okay, hold on. Can you repeat that one?
If we have multiple active ads and landing pages, do we need multiple gems, or can the impression from a single gem apply to multiple active ads or landing pages?
Okay, so you can only be running one ad at a given time, right? Like one gem or one ad pin, right, can only run one ad at a time. So if you want to run, 5 ads at the same time, like, maybe you're a realtor, you've got 5 open houses that you want to promote this weekend, you would need 5 pins, 5 ad pins to run those 5 ads separately at once.
Okay. No Cheryl Coco smile challenges. Throw me off. Can we get the ability to add more buttons on landing pages?
You can add as many buttons as you want.
Yep.
You can add them. You can put 1 million buttons on your landing page. Go ahead.
Can we add a share code feature as well so we can share pages with our teams?
I can think about it. I kind of like the share code thing. I think we can do better than that. I think, like the ad library will allow you to share ads kind of internally, inside our system without a code. And it seems to me that it would be logical to be able to do the same thing with landing pages. Like, I've just built a landing page. I'm going to share this with my team, right? And I'm going to share it without a code. I'm just going to share it out inside this library. At the moment, if you do want to share your landing page with your team, I would direct you to our sales management app, right? It's called Uplink CRM, and there you can build your team. And we've created a file sharing system where you can share an unlimited number of files, right? So it's sort of like Dropbox, but free, or included, I guess. And you can share as many files as you want with your team, including links. So if I build a landing page that I want my whole team to have access to, I would right now, I could just, pop that link into my team's content section in the Upline CRM app. So look, our sales management system is really, really cool, and it's underutilized, and I love it, and I think that one day it's just going to click, and everyone's going to be like, we totally get this thing. We know why you're so passionate about it. We know why you invested so much in this thing. One day, I promise you, it's going to be a big deal one day.
Thanks, Justin. When are we going to have an email autorespond or email autoresponder?
Look, my answer is the same as in the past. It makes total sense. Okay, it doesn't have a fixed place in our product roadmap right now, but I do acknowledge that if this is a place where I'm advertising and the ads are going to my landing page, and the leads are coming into my landing page, going into my sales management, contact section, it does make sense that I'm able to now use that list and email them or text them or whatever. Like that makes sense, guys. I'm with you. The issue is, where does this fit into our already jam-packed roadmap of arguably more valuable features? And in my opinion, there are features that we need to roll out that are more valuable than that. Remarketing is a good example. Content marketing is a good example. Lead magnets, that's a good example. I think this feature we're rolling out in Atlanta is more valuable. So I'm in favor of it, and I think that we will get there in one form or another, whether that is we build our own or we integrate with existing ones or some kind of a hybrid. Like, I know we will have a solution there. It's a question of when, given all of the other amazing things that we are doing.
Will there be a tool to help folks size their pictures properly for ads?
Yeah. For ads.
For ads?
Yeah. I mean, we have, if you upload something, then if it doesn't fit the specs, then we will ask you to crop it. We already provide that. I thought you were asking about landing pages, because we're still working on, kind of loosening the image specs on our landing page. We've already done some of that, but we need to do more. So that's one of a number of changes that are going to be made soon. And that's in the category of minor tweaks that I don't even really talk about.
Where can we see our ad working somewhere, and how do we know it's really out there working?
So seeing your own ad is extremely unlikely. You know, it's put it this way, it is much less likely than turning on, you know, imagine you had 10,000 channels on your TV, turning your TV on at a random time to a random channel, you wouldn't expect to see your ad. So if you think that's unlikely, which it is, this is like way less likely. So you're probably not going to see your own ad. And it doesn't matter whether you're us or you're Google or you're Facebook, no one can just, you know, conjure your ad on your phone at on demand. It doesn't work like that, right? There are sophisticated advertising algorithms behind the scenes that will cause your ad to appear on you know, whatever device you know, the algorithm decides. So it's not expecting to see your own ad is you're just asking to be disappointed. Instead, what everybody does, whether you are in television or newspaper advertising, or you are Facebook or Google or us, is we give you the data, right? We give you the analytics. So right now, we report to you impressions and clicks on your ads. Later this month, we are going to tell you where, you know, the source of every click and, you know, demographic information about all of your clicks. And so we're going to give you a lot more information. So, you know, that's scheduled for later this month. So yeah, so that's the deal. I mean, we've had people who, for whatever reason, you know, it's just part of their character to be exceptionally skeptical. And okay, I don't take it personally. You know, it's some people are just like that. I encourage those people to use a third-party website, put Google Analytics on that website, and see if the clicks match up with what we're telling you. Okay, and they will. So if you are one of those people, then feel free. You know, put us to the test, bring it on. But for everybody else, we will be enhancing our analytics in the month of March. So stay tuned. That's coming very soon.
Thank you. Also, you know, we just updated the testimonial folder. There's some great ones in there, and people who have done the Google Analytic thing that you've suggested, and they're all showing the same thing. So just wanted to add that. Thanks, Justin. Am I able to change the pin location daily?
You can change it every minute if you want.
Is the wellness industry broken down into specificity?
I don't have the industry list memorized. Just wait and see. I know, yes, like within wellness, I believe that we've broken it down, but off the top of my head, I can't be more specific than that right now. You will see, hopefully you will have access to that list on Thursday, and you know, tell us what you think.
Any ideas when we will have font choices on the landing pages?
I don't have a specific answer on that. I think that this is, you know, that's in the category of minor tweaks over the next 30, 60 days.
How can you have a video ad?
We're not doing video ads right now.
Okay, and thank you.
It's something that we want to do, and we will. But at the moment, we don't offer that.
Yes, Diana, when we upload a YouTube video, one gets additional ads. If you don't have a paid Vimeo account, we'll do the same thing, yes. When will the website be updated?
The Royaltie website?
Yeah.
That'll be updated as part of the release of the new onboarding system. So around the 15th, you know, plus or minus a few days.
If they're not getting an updated impressions and clicks support?
Yeah, that could, if it's been over the last couple of days, that could be, again, the result of the back-end changes that we're making. You should see updates like tonight. If it's still not looking the way it should, like say by tomorrow morning, email support and we'll look into it.
Where do my created landing pages reside, or are they all as ad pins? Hold on. Okay, Nightingale, when you go into, may I, Justin? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. When you go into royaltie.com from your desktop and you log in, right over there to the top left-hand corner, you'll see your landing pages, all the ones that have been designed or designed for you or that you've designed. But in your app, if you download the Upline Ads app, if you haven't done that, make sure that you do it and make sure that you update the app because the contact section is in there now. Super clean app. Everybody seems to love it. Make sure that you download that app. You'll see where you can place your ad inside of that app. It's labeled like ad pins. And then you'll also be able to directly connect your landing pages right there from the app once you build them from royaltie.com. So you'll have a little link that says share or copy that link and you can directly place it into your ad pin. Makes it super easy. So that's the way that you find it. Thanks. Yes, we're still working on the white label video, Terry. We're going to change a little bit of things up, but hopefully by the end of this week. Can you target more than one area with the same gem?
Your pin is in one place at one time. So you can move it as much as you want.
Yeah. Okay, Lumbers, I think, when are we showing some proof? I think someone actually put the testimonial link inside the contacts or inside the comment section here. So you might want to check out that link. There's a Google Drive. I think Olivier put it in there. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. How can we upload an audience list of contacts to display ads to?
An audience list?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's super cool. So the idea is I have a list of prospects, right? Like I have 1,000 email addresses. I want to target that list with my ads. So can I upload that list of email addresses and then not over email, but that list of emails, like those people will start to see my ads on YouTube, CNN, Google, etc. So yeah, that's a thing. Like that's super cool, and that will be, related to the remarketing because that is in a way, right? Remarketing, just in a slightly different form. Like when I think of remarketing, the first thing I think of is people that visit my landing page, right? I want to, drop a cookie on their browser and I want to show them my ad 10 or 20 more times as they continue to browse other sites. That's kind of like the most common form of remarketing. But another form is what you're describing, where it's like, I have this list of prospects, I'm going to upload that list and I want to, show that ad to that list as they are on YouTube and CNN and whatever. So that's another form of remarketing. It's great. I love it. I actually think, wouldn't it be cool? And this gets into sort of like my criticism of like email marketing automation. My criticism is the open rates are generally low, right? Like 8, 10, 20% if you're just killing it. So, what about the other 90, 80, 90% of those prospects? How are you reaching out to them? And that's what I love about this idea. Imagine this. I record a video, right? And, talking about my product, I upload my list of prospects, and then I have the video I recorded shown to my list of prospects the next time they're on YouTube. Like that's cool, right? That's how you can kind of reintroduce yourself and reach, not 10% of your email list, but maybe 70, 80% of your email list. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. Like there's so many amazing strategies out there. Prioritizing them is our biggest challenge, right? So when I say I'm a little bit hesitant to implement like an email marketing automation tool, it's not because I don't think it's cool. It's cool, but there's cooler things, right? So anyway, the question was uploading an email list and then pushing ads to those people. Yes, like that's absolutely part of our roadmap, and I'm super psyched about that.
Thanks, Justin. Do you know if the company placing the actual ads uses remarketing? For instance, if I have a Zillow cookie on my phone, will I be weighted towards a realtor ad?
So, what? One more time.
Do you know if the company placing the actual ads uses remarketing? For instance, if I have a Zillow cookie on...
I see. So currently we're not targeting based on interest, right? We're targeting based on proximity. So we will add more detailed targeting in April.
My ads are being approved, but the phone number is being removed.
Yep. You can't put phone numbers in your ad.
Yep. Thank you, Chrissy. Oh, that was same proof.
And also, by the way, it's not a great strategy because that's not how people interact with online ads. Like, yes, maybe that's a good thing to do, like if you're doing like a Craigslist ad, but what people like, the way you interact with an ad is you click it. Like that's your first instinct, is to click it. So don't have the phone number in the ad. Make the ad enticing enough that's going to make me want to click it, because that's what that's like my instinct. So when I click it, then have your phone number there on your landing page.
Yep. Hey, Tim, thank you for posting the link. I appreciate that for the testimonials. If our ad is still showing in review because of the updates, can we make changes now?
Try it. But you really shouldn't see your ad under review. Like, if it's the whole thing is done now. Like, everything we wanted to do, we did. So you shouldn't see it say under review for very much longer. Give it a couple more hours if it's there, but please reach out to support so we can fix it for you, if that's still the case.
I have the Royaltie gem and the old Wi-Fi product. Can I exchange that Wi-Fi for more gems?
We have already done that for you. So we announced beginning of February that we discontinued that Wi-Fi product, and we upgraded everybody who had that Wi-Fi product to either a 5,000 impression or a 10,000 impression virtual gem. So if you log in, download the app, log in, you will see that already there for you. And we're not charging you anything extra. So you pay the same that you were paying, and value add, better product for you.
Thanks, Justin. This is from David. Will we be able to download our analytics performance for each month we've been operating into an Excel spreadsheet?
That makes sense. I mean, you can't do that at the moment, but yeah, like it makes sense to be able to export the enhanced analytics that we show you, right? So not today, but later this month when we have those enhanced analytics, it probably makes sense to be able to export that as a CSV. I can't promise that's going to be in the first version, but I agree with you that that's a logical thing to add.
Carolyn saying an ad rotator would be cool, but I think we mentioned the landing page rotator before.
Yep. The problem with an ad rotator is every time you rotate your ad, it has to go back under review. Even if we don't review it, okay? Even if we say, I recognize those 3 ads in our database and there's been no changes made, so it can bypass our review. Even if we do that, it's still going to get reviewed by each ad network, and that could add, a 2-hour delay, a 6-hour delay. I mean, who knows? So rotating ads, I don't think is going to be something that we enable. I prefer have one ad, but if you're a restaurant and you want to advertise like the breakfast specials in the morning and the lunch specials at noon and then the dinner specials in the evening, I would have you can't do this today, but I would think maybe like you rotate the landing page. So the ad, would just point to like a different URL. And that's something that we can do if there's enough demand for it. And, typically on these webinars, we get demand from one person or 0. So I'm not sure that it's going to add a ton of value to enough people for us to devote the resource, but I could be wrong. So, look, as I always say, like, this is a conversation that we're having, right? And, I hope you get something out of these webinars. I know I do. And a lot of what I get out of it is, I have the opportunity to really hear what's on the mind of, so many of our customers. And that has a big time impact on how we think about our product and scheduling different features. So if there's a lot of people who feel really strongly about like a landing page rotator, speak up.
Right on. I think he means add, but it says in landing pages, we are limited to 40 characters in the headlines of different sections. Do you think it will increase? We're not limited in any characters for our landing pages. I think he means in your ad.
There are some character limits on landing page, like the headlines and stuff like that. Yes. I'm not hearing that that's a problem from most people. We did that for design reasons, so that so just so it looks good on desktop and on mobile. And I'm not hearing that that's been a big problem. But if it is, we can look at maybe increasing that a bit.
If we have multiple, I think it means VFs that overlap to some degree, will the impressions be duplicate or unique views?
No, you could have 10 ad pins, put them all in the same place, and we're counting impressions separately on each one. There's no overlap. So that to me sounds like a question that comes from someone who is thinking about Bluetooth beacons, right? Like the same notification showing up on the same phone. That was then, this is now. It doesn't work like that anymore. So if you bought, if you have two VF10s and they're in the exact same place, you will get 10,000 unique impressions over here, 10,000 unique impressions over here, right? You're gonna get 20,000 unique impressions. We're not double counting.
Will it be possible to eventually be able to switch back and forth between desktop and mobile view when building our landing page?
That's a super logical suggestion. Great suggestion. Someday, sure. I mean, that again, right? Like, it's a very, very logical, good idea, and I don't know when we will decide that's the next thing we really need to build.
It would be great if the landing pages could have multiple phone numbers, websites, and that could make them work just like a business card, but look much better.
So you're talking about expanding the custom fields in the About Me section, right? Like add another phone number, add another phone number, add another phone number, add another phone number. Like if you want, yeah, that's cool. I like that. I think that was something we did on the business cards, but was not a very highly used feature. So I think we scrapped it. So we could bring it back again if there's reason to do that.
What is allowed to be
on the other hand, if you have 4 businesses, do you want them all on one land? I don't know about that. I would probably build 4 landing pages and have 4, business cards, one for each one of my businesses. And that way, when I meet a prospect, I can be clear about the one thing that I want to talk to this person about. I find generally people don't want to hear about 4 things.
What is allowed to be featured in the feature box section? Can I feature a new author and monetize that section, for example?
Yeah, you do whatever you want. The feature block is a section. It's a type of section that you can add to your landing page. And what is cool about a feature block is it is a combination of a photo or an image and text, right? And you can arrange the layout to have the photo on the left side, the photo on the right side, and the text either on the left or right of the photo. So that's what a feature block is. When I use them, I like to have 2 or 3 in a row, because that really kind of, if I'm talking about our own platform, right? As an example, I would have one feature block that says, create your digital ad, with ease. And then I would have another feature block that says, unlimited beautiful landing pages. And I have another block that says integrated sales management system. So it's a way to kind of tell your story in a persuasive way, right? Like, here are the 3 things that my product can do for you, or 4, or whatever. I like 3.
When will we be able to incorporate our Facebook pixel and Google code on our landing page?
In the future. I don't know. Maybe. I don't have a great answer for that. That's a real power user feature. Given that we're already providing analytics on the landing. We will be providing analytics on the landing page. We will offer remarketing on the landing page. So it's already doing a bunch of the things that your own code would do. The Facebook pixel is interesting, of course. And again, your suggestion is great. I agree with it. My only concern is, will more than 1% of our customers be able to take advantage of that feature if we build it right away, right? Versus other things that may be more advantageous to more people. But maybe I'm wrong. And if I hear from a bunch of customers, we would love that feature, then it goes up the priority list.
There's some questions about resizing of pictures. Can you make editor connected to landing page or in the ad section? I'm not sure. A picture resized, incorporated into the app versus going out to another source?
Yeah. So making it easier to upload your photos, easier to crop them inside the platform, loosening the restrictions. To me, loosening the specs on the photo is the real win, more than the cropping tool. Just letting you use photos that you have without having to edit them at all. So we're doing that. We need to loosen it more in more ways, more different file types, more sizes. So that is something we're working on right now.
When will we be able to edit the size of buttons?
The size of the button? That's so right. Exactly. Right. Like there's a good. I'm laughing just that's something that I haven't been asked of before. No one's asked me to change the size of the button. But exactly. Right. That is a great example of the 101 things that we have on a list and that we will implement in the next couple of months.
Oh, when a video is played on our landing page, does that count as a click?
No, we're measuring clicks on your ad. Like that's what we're reporting to you. On the ad is people who click on your ad. Okay? That's not the same thing as a click on your landing page, which we measure separately.
I think that's his question is how are the clicks measured on the landing page? And is it because they played your?
It's clicks to the page. So if someone clicks 17 different things on your page, it's not 17 clicks. It's 1.
Okay.
All right. Hey, in the comments, I'm seeing support for the bigger button. So that's great. See?
Yeah.
Learned something. Learned a bunch of things today, but I didn't expect that one.
Keep going. People are just happy. When will we be able to add additional pages to our landing page to make it a funnel? You can already do that, Emily. Like you can redirect when somebody fills in their contact information. You can send them to another landing page, and then you can send them to another landing page. You can keep sending them.
Yeah. So I think Cheryl's right about building that like as a sales funnel. What I think you're talking about is kind of adding more pages to build out a more traditional website. Like I want to add an About Me page, and I want to add, whatever, a features page, and I want to add this page or that, a pricing page, right? So yeah, I think that's a solid suggestion, something that we are thinking, carefully about right now. It's a little bit different from what we originally intended these to be, which was, the idea was make these like, a simple kind of one-page format, but it is consistent with our broader goal of making this your website, right? That's something that you can use, for years to come. So it is consistent with that, with that more long-term goal that we have. So I like that idea.
You know how we get the leads? Are mobile marketing leads going to specific areas or going to top affiliates? I guess, you can you can place an industry.
Yeah. No, this isn't like a favoritism thing, guys. This is like this is like a service that everybody gets, and there's no preference for top affiliates or non-affiliates, or it's not at all based on that. It's based on, it's based on I guess 3 factors. Okay, so you will get more leads if you are in a, I guess, more popular, more searched industry, right? I think that makes sense. In a more, populous area, right, where people are actually there and they're, searching for things. And then we are going to allocate those leads proportionally based on the size of your subscription. So someone who has, 2 VF5s would in the same exact area, same exact industry as someone with 1 VF5, they would get 2 to 1. Like they would get twice as many as the person with 1 VF5. We think that's only fair to allocate the leads that come in proportionally based on the size of your subscription to our platform. So you may disagree with that. We think that was the fair thing to do. And we are looking to kick that off. I hope this week, but it might be next week.
Will there ever be an option to target the entire US?
Yep, for sure.
When we use
any country, right? Like, of course. Look, this started as proximity marketing, right? Back with the beacons, and that's when we moved to our new ad delivery system, we kept with that same idea of proximity marketing because that was what attracted all of our customers in the first place. But now that we have more flexibility, we can extend that flexibility to you, because you may, if you're selling whatever cosmetic products, you may not care whether the person's in town, right? It may be much more important that they're, this gender, this age, with these interests. And I don't care whether they're in my town or in my state or in my country. It doesn't matter to me, right? So we understand that. So as part of targeting isn't only about narrowing. It could be about broadening.
When we use our phone as a pin location for our ads, if we're moving, the location of our ads is updated every second, minutes, what?
Yeah, it should be real time, but there's things beyond our control, like updating through the API to our ad network partners, that it could be minutes. It shouldn't be more than a few minutes.
Lots of yeses to the remarketing.
Yeah, no, that's a big deal.
Yeah. Oh, support at royaltie.com.
Anything else?
So I was just saying right before that it's like 5 after 12. Support at royaltie.com. I'll give you guys kind of the thing. Make sure that you have stuff. If you still have questions, support at royaltie.com. Cheryl at royaltie.com. You can feel free to contact me. Make sure that you're in the Royaltie Affiliate private group to get all of our updates. And Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at royaltiewebinar.com, we'll be doing an overview, and Justin will be there and joining us to make sure that you invite your guests. With that being said, thank you, Justin, for being here. We'll be sure to answer your questions on Thursday at the same time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here, live on Facebook. Thank you guys so much. Thanks, Justin.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Ja, das waren unsere zwei Hübschen und ich bedanke mich ganz herzlich bei euch, dass ihr so lange dabei geblieben seid. Ihr habt sehr vieles Neues gehört, diesmal direkt aus dem Munde des Gründers Justin, und ich freue mich auf ein nächstes Mal wieder zu Royalty News. Bis bald und wir sehen uns.